Hey, what's up, Cool Like That peeps? It is me, your Cool Like That Asian in the house. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Good morning. Happy Fitness Fridays, you guys all. Oh, goodness. Okay, so it's hot in here in this house. It's about 100 or something. And I'm trying to do this video. But today I'm actually going to be hitting a question that was asked several weeks ago regarding what is better, more reps with 10-pound dumbbells or fewer reps with a 15-pound dumbbell. Now, I can tell you this. I can't really tell you guys how much weight you guys should be using, and the reason for that is I'm not going to be responsible for you snapping some shit when you're working out. However, I can tell you that I do 8 to 10 reps per set. For the weight portion of it, I have to experiment, and everybody experiments. Every people that train, every people that lift weights or anything like that, they experiment with what works for them. Now, with the weights, if you pick a weight, and pick a weight that you're able to do your goal amount of reps, and if you can do it comfortably with with you not snapping anything, then you should be fine. Now, if it gets too light for you, go ahead and up those weights. 5 to 10 pounds. Usually, gyms tend to stick with the 5 to 10 type of weight limits. So 5 to 10 pounds and lift it. And if for some reason it's too much for you, then go down on the weights. It's basically for you. You're going to realize how much you can lift and how much you can't. And that's where you start building muscle strength and try to lift more weights as you go throughout your journey and working out or whatever you're exercising in health. You're going to realize that you can lift more in the future. Okay? For me, I practice 8 to 10 reps, and I practice more of good form and muscle strength. And good form is always more important than lifting a lot of weights. And the reason for that is if you're not practicing your form, the proper form, and you're practicing more of lifting those weights and going so fast, you're not going to remember that you have to practice that form, making sure that you're not snapping any shit in your body. And then, because let me tell you, I go to the gym a lot, and I see a lot of guys going so fast, thinking that they're hitting those spots, but they're going so fast, jerking, and they're realizing that, oh shit, I'm hurting my back, hurting my neck, everything. Now, just go as steady as you can, and making sure that you're hitting it with good form, making sure that you're not straining anything, your neck, your back, you're not straining or you're jolting every single time you're doing a lifting. You want to make sure that you're staying at a high standard of form instead of just doing more reps than you can. Okay, and if for some reason, like I said, if you're lifting easily, you want to increase your weights at a small amount, making sure that you're lifting maybe 5 to 10 more pounds more. Increase your weights a little bit. Don't stay at a steady weight, because that's when you're going to start to plateau, and your muscles are going to get used to those weights. Okay, and just remember to use full range of motion. So if you're doing a bicep curl, make sure that you're using your full strength, your full motion. Because if you're stopping at a certain point, you're not lifting as much as you can. And sometimes if you go too much in your range of motion, you're going to snap shit. Same thing. So you want to make sure you're doing that. And just remember to pay attention. Make sure you're paying attention to how many reps you're doing, and then doing it correctly. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the best way to do it. For me, that works best for me. And so I have the dumbbell here, okay? The dumbbell barbells, excuse me. So I have the barbells, okay? And I'm going to show you guys an easy curl that works for me and how I count it. So I'm like this, right? Make sure your feet are shoulder length apart. You guys can't see my feet, but it's shoulder length apart. And start at the negative, okay? Remember, let me put this down first. Your muscles is almost like batteries, all right? You have a positive and negative of your body, your muscles, okay? So if you're doing a positive and negative, like your bicep curls, okay? Your positive is going to be going up because you're easily able to go up. Now your negative is going to go down because the gravity is taking a hold of your weights, and that's your negative portion. So if you go up, down, people think it's, if you're doing more weights like this, you're lifting more. But you don't realize that if you're going down, that's where your muscles starts to contract a little bit more and taking all that weight. So that's why you lift 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's where you're going down slowly when you're lifting. Okay. All right, so let's show you guys this. So if I'm like this, make sure your feet are shoulder length apart, elbows in, your hands straight, your arms straight, okay, and lift. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 4, 3, 2, 3. I forget my counting. 4, 2, 3. So if I'm going like this, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3. So if you notice that it's starting to, I feel the weight going more. If I'm going down, I feel the weight a little bit more on my muscles rather than going up, because I can go up easily, but going down is the hardest part. That's where you're going to start strengthening your muscles at. So find the positive and negatives in your muscles where you, it took the breath out of me. So if you're finding the positive and negatives in your muscles, that's where you want to focus more on your negative portion rather than your positive. Because triceps, you can pull out like that, but going back, that's where it starts to, you feel it a little bit more, okay? So if you're doing squats, okay, you're going to feel it in your back. So you want to make sure that you're finding your positive and negative in your muscles so you can strengthen those, and that's where your muscle strength is going to happen. And I don't think I have any more. So I also want to leave you guys with this. I show this in one of my I'll Leave a Great videos, but I got this book, the Men's Health Big Book of Exercise. And this is pretty good for women too, but this focuses on the men. But it gives you actually the directions of certain movements that you guys can, and also variations of those type of movements. So the bicep curls are in here, and any leg movements, and it focuses on muscle body parts. So if you guys get a chance, go ahead and look at this book, and go to the bookstore and try to look for this book and see what it's all about. But this has helped me a whole lot, trying to get variations in type of movements that I do, and giving you the actual steps on shoulder length apart for your feet, shoulder length apart, back straight, neck straight. You guys want to remember those things. Those are the things that you want to remember when you're working out. Don't worry about going so fast. If you're looking for muscle endurance, then go fast as fast as you can, but just remember your form. Just remember everything that is about form rather than the speed. Okay, so hopefully that helps. And that helps with your reps and everything like that. I tend to go for 8 to 10 reps, like I said, every set. So pick a comfortable weight for you and keep going. All right? So I love you guys. Have a great weekend. Next week I'm going to actually be, actually maybe this weekend or next week, I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how to make oatmeal pancakes that I made just a few days ago. It was so yummy. And let me tell you, we actually liked it really fluffy, light, and it's good with syrup and everything. So I'll catch you guys later. I love you. Bye. Have a great weekend. Bye. Ooh, I have my remote. Let me show you guys my remote.